just kind of want to make a video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm highly disappointed today. It's a little hard to keep positive and your chin up when you're going through spiritual warfare and people trying to kill you every time you turn around. People that you once loved, and anyway, some days are better than others. The sheer fact that I'm tired of cussing them. I just don't have the energy anymore. I choose to put my energy elsewhere in myself. But everybody's all about, a relationship and, this whole prophecy and stuff. And so, if I talk to anybody, they run along and, getting AIDS or HIV or whatever and slander my name all over the place with lies and call me a prostitute. Same as they did Mary Magdalene, That's disappointing, but I guess I don't expect anything less of them, honestly, at this point. It's the sheer fact that everybody out there knows the absolute hell that I've had to live through, and that I'm a completely innocent person of these things that they say I've done, that I've got a kid I neglected, sexually abused a child. Give me a fucking break. If I saw anybody abusing a child sexually or otherwise, I'd break them, just put it that way. The sheer maturity level that people have just stooped to is just mind-boggling to me. You have to be possessed, because these aren't the people that I used to be friends with. And they're not people I want to be friends with, honestly. At this point in time, I don't even want to be on this planet anymore. I'm so disgusted. And if this is the best that we can do, we don't stand a chance. Everybody trying to kill each other for money, and people with their own families. What happened to morals and values and integrity, what the U.S. was built upon? I picked up a kid's book the other day. It was A is for America, and it went down through there. All the things that the letters stand for, all the way A to Z. And I read it, and I was sad, because all those things are what I grew up learning what America was. I put my hand on my heart every day, said the Pledge of Allegiance just like everybody else. And I really believed in those words. Liberty and justice for all, one nation under God. And I think now it just makes me very sad, because there's no liberty and justice for all. I mean, what's happening to me is it's just sad. I'm heartbroken about that more than I am any betrayal. My country betrayed me. The country I believed in, that I did put my hand on my heart every day in school as a kid and believed those words. And then it makes me sad for kids today, because what do they have to look up to, We got to do better. We have to, because if adults are behaving like this, what kind of future is it leaving for the children, if there is even a future? And the fact that nobody cares, and they care more about stabbing an innocent person that would have taken a bullet for them in their back, more than the actual life of a kind, loving person. That's no place I want to be. And to make somebody homeless, knowing damn well I worked my ass off all my life and bought me at every turn, and I have no problem with working. I miss working. But I'm just disgusted. I am. I just have no words anymore. I don't want to be a part of it, and I'm gonna take a break. right up my ass all the time, wanting to know what I'm doing and whatever to ruin my life and block it. I mean, do you not see something wrong with that? That you're behaving that way? I mean, my ex-best friend of 35 years found out she tried to kill me with mercury in 2006 while acting all concerned, and then God's opened my eyes. And in a way, I'm glad, because I'd rather know who people are than not. Be blind to it, but some in the matrix, I guess. I'm way the hell out, and I'm ready to go live off grid by my damn self, to be honest. I don't want to be around anybody. I'm just disgusted. And the fact I chose America over England to live. I even went to England and lived in London for 3 years to make that choice. And then I really knew where home was for the first time in my life. I was about 31. And I hate to say it, but I'm regretting that decision. And I want to move on, but these assholes will not let me. They bind me with spell work. And all night long, it was constant torture. And I'm screaming out for help to the agencies that should be helping me. The police, they gang raped me. And it's not a lie, I have proof. Nobody cares. There's something really bad with this world. And God's getting ready to cleanse it. And a lot of people aren't going to make it. I'm sorry to be a downer, but I just had to get that off my chest. I'm just so disappointed. People are more concerned about a relationship. I'm concerned about if I'm going to have a place to sleep. I'm concerned about if I'm going to have enough food for me and my cat, because people are blocking me, stopping me from trying to get a car. I have a job with Uber, but they clone my phone and hack it. I mean, I can't do shit around these people. And to be controlled like that is hell to me. I'd honestly rather be dead. Taking my independence, I've always been independent and a hard worker, and there's not one person out there that can say otherwise. I'm just disappointed. Food for thought. We've just become animals. Well, not all of us. I choose not to be that. And I get mad and I swear. That's how I transmute the energy, because I'm not going to keep it inside of me and be unhealed like the ones that are doing this. They're unhealed. That's why they act the way they do and have to belittle others to feel better. I worked hard to get where I was, to have my house and car, and even though it didn't pay well because the government didn't want me over a certain pay grade, so I wouldn't leave so they can harvest my fucking energy for the elite, but it was still mine. And come to find out, the CIA went in and paid the landlord to make me move, and then it just went downhill from there. Nobody goes from paying taxes every year, having a good income and job, then to nothing. I mean, come the fuck on. I'm talking to the FBI here. You can look at my record and my grades in college and everything, and then that doesn't happen to anybody. No, it's not because I'm a fucking deadbeat, assholes. I'm a go-getter. I do better in that environment. I do better striving to be better than I was the day before. You know, healthy competition, not like competing with somebody you don't even compare with. It's just disgusting. The whole system needs cleansed and revamped. The judicial system, everybody's taking bribes. I've got a judge postponing a court date right now over and over again because he's waiting for them to kill me. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this picture here? And it's time that everybody in the United States think about that. And I know everybody's got their own situations, but they're not much better than mine, I guarantee you. And just because some misogynistic sadomasochist on the DL asshole is embarrassed because I left his ass because of the way he treated me, he had to make these lies up and he put me on a targeted list. Just like that. Like it was nothing. I've got Elon, who doesn't want to let my energy go because he's built his empire on the back of me, basically. Meanwhile, telling everybody I'm a prostitute and a lowlife, and then, they knock me out while I'm asleep in my bed, drag me downtown to Broadway. Yes, I am the lamb that laid down on Broadway. I laid down because I was knocked the fuck out. And I have photo evidence of all this. And I've got dirty cops and masons. Yeah, they had to go. They did. Do you know what that feels like? To find out that happened to you and you don't know who the fuck was inside of you? Imagine what that feels like. If you got any empathy chip at all left, which you fucking don't. Shame on you. Shame on you. And then to further torture somebody. And the reason I'm not dying is because God's not going to let that happen. He's not going to let you get away with this shit. He wants you, I'm a mirror to everybody. I'm walking karma. He wants you to reflect. What you hate in me is what is wrong with you. And it's to bring it to the forefront. So you think about it, therefore heal it within yourselves and turn back to God because you're God's children and He still loves you. I will never turn away from God, ever. I've been His martyr so many times and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. That's because I have values and morals and believe in the greater good, the good fight. I just wish I wasn't the only one out here fighting the good fight. If somebody have my back and say, that's wrong, what she did. She should be allowed to freedom, a place to live that she feels safe. Even took out Social Security disability in my name to make me look like a lowlife. I've seen no money. They said they paid me my money, told the courts that they haven't. I haven't seen anything. I have zilch. I just get barely enough for me and the cat to eat on because, Lord forbid, if I get a new phone, that way it won't be cloned and hacked. They can't control me. They block all the messages and calls, emails that they say they try to call me from the courts to notify me. They don't. I don't even get mail. He's blocking me from donating plasma now. Mark, that is. Sorry to vent. Anyway. Keep calm and carry on and all that rot. Have a good day.